Welcome back, dude and dudettes, to another wild episode of Send It Mate. We're here to talk about all things hunting and outdoors. And today, we've got something that'll keep your gear running smoother than a dingo's getaway.
That's right. Our show is brought to you by High Caliber, the gun and knife oil company that knows how to keep your firearms and blades in tip-top shape.
High Caliber is like the secret sauce for hunters, anglers, and outdoorsy folk everywhere. It's like the magic potion that makes your gun and knives happier than a dog with two tails.
You know, guys, I've been using High Caliber oil for a while now, and let me tell you, it's the duck's nuts. My rifle practically sings a lullaby when I take it out hunting.
And speaking of lullabies, ever tried sneaking up on a deer with a squeaky gun? It's a prime way to end up with no venison in the freezer. You'll be hungrier than a vegan at a bacon festival.
Absolutely. But with High Caliber oil, your gun will be quieter than a ninja in moonlight. You'll be stalking your prey with the grace and stealth of a mountain lion.
High Caliber doesn't just keep things quiet, it also prevents rust and corrosion, so you won't find your gear looking like it spent a season at the bottom of a creek.
That's right, and for you knife enthusiasts out there, High Caliber has got you covered too. Your trusty blade will slice through anything smoother than butter on a hot biscuit.
So, folks, don't let your gear become a rusty, squeaky mess. Head on over to highcaliber.com.au and grab a bottle of their oil today.
And if you use the code SENDITMATE at checkout, you'll get a special discount. I say again, use the code SENDITMATE for all your oil slick, stealthy hunting needs.
Thanks to High Caliber, you'll be sending it in style and silence.
So, gear up, oil up, and send it, mate. High Caliber, the ultimate oil for the ultimate hunter.
Yeah, boy, we are back live. And
We're going Rastafari.
we are. This is not. Yeah, man. We be Rastafari. No, this is that's my. Oh, fuck, that's my best go-to fucking Jamaican accent.
That was your best intro, to be honest. I like the energy that you're kicking off, mate.
I don't know how you got Jamaican out of whatever the fuck accent I was doing initially, but I rolled with it.
I don't know, it sounded Rastafarian in my headphones, mate, but I am partially deaf, so.
Well, that's because
That's
you're.
okay.
Oh, fuck, these are loud. I'm going to turn these ones down. I'll put your headphones on while you're not here, Couchies. I left mine in the other room, and they sound different.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Naturally.
this is what happens when you go live. Again, we are.
Which is once again against my will. I'm just not feeling the live thing.
It opens it up for a lot of fuckery. So
It does.
The beauty.
It's going to be interesting again.
The beauty of three people is it's a two versus one vote. Is majority rule. It's very easy to do.
That's what makes it easy, that's for sure, but I'm still against it. And I've got to watch my P's and Q's because apparently last live video I said something inappropriate.
Well, not apparently. You did, and it's recorded and it's online.
I didn't.
So there's no hiding from it.
I didn't because it was in jest. And I'm going to defend myself till the day I die.
Well, you wouldn't be Josh if you didn't.
Well, is it in jest or are you defending it? Like, make your mind up.
Maybe it was both now.
Anyway, about the 13-minute mark, Josh fucking was just unruly last week. For anyone who wants to go look it up and then just absolutely shit on him for being nasty. Anyway, that was last week. That's in the past. We've moved on. It's been a whole other week since then. We've been working. We've been up in Queensland again. Bloody Couchies joining us via Google Meet.
Yep.
The beard's growing back.
It's getting there. Another week or two, if you're right.
Yeah, can you put some fertiliser on it to speed things up or something?
Mate, good things come in time.
Oh man, I'm drinking bloody. I like trying things. Bearded Lady Bourbon, 8%.
Oh no, that's US. We covered this already.
2.4 standard drinks in a can.
Oof.
Not
decent.
bad. Not bad.
I just had a brain fart because there's a cafe in Victor Harbour that's called the Bearded Lady. And for some reason, I just thought they're making whiskey now, but like not more than 15 minutes ago, we were talking about it. It's made in the States.
It's made in Indiana.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, it goes all right. Goes all right. So, we'll see how we go after 4 of them.
The 12%ers we need to try this weekend at deer camp.
We should actually. They do a 12%. So
Oof, let's do it.
I don't know how many standards that is, but it'd be over 3. So,
but there's no holding back. Like, it'll be a new can before the last one's empty.
are we planning on shooting deer or what?
No, this is in the evening when the guns are
in the evening.
hung up.
The guns are away.
Yeah.
Responsibly drinking.
Evening, like before the night shoot. Is that what you're talking about? Well, not night shoot, but afternoon shoot.
Let's face it, there's always a lunch beer and breakfast beer, and because you need the carbs.
We might as well just do it Saturday night and then just rule out Sunday morning hunt and then go home.
Well, we could if we all get something. So it's going to be bangity, bangity, bang.
Saturday.
Everything Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, Josh. Yeah. You're the one that's got to actually follow through with that.
No, for you two. I'll give it up for you two.
No, don't do that.
No, I will. Definitely.
What are you giving up?
He's giving up deer. He's gonna see deer when he's not hunting with us, and then try and mosey on back saying he's hurrying, and then he gave it up for our opportunity. We were 3 Ks away.
We haven't spoken about this. We're all gonna split because I know where I'm probably wanting to go.
I do too.
It's probably not far from where Caleb wants to go.
No, I'll agree on a different location to you. We will consult beforehand. Okay. But I think there's no point us walking around holding hands and skipping through the fucking bushes.
No, there's might as well split because then you got more of a chance.
There's reception too, so we can message each other.
It's not an overly big place, so we'll blow out the area pretty quick if we all split.
Man, it's only a day, really.
Yeah,
day and a half.
True.
It's fine.
Well, yeah, we got to get a plan of attack because, it's not a massive property. We don't want to push everything off. So I reckon we just quickly get into position and sort of don't move around too much.
Yeah, it's probably a good
Pick
idea.
your spot and don't fuck around.
If nothing's coming out Saturday morning or late afternoon, we can always push in, go for a wander on the open plains.
Can do, but that's why reception's great because we can consult each other live. And speaking of live, we've put Josh on.
Looks like right now.
We've put Josh on YouTube comments.
Well, you have. Fella's forgiven me, actually, for my comment last week, so thank you very much. Mepit. Tell us about these weekend hunt arrangements, please. Oh.
I can't be fucked. He's suggested carrying a walkie-talkie as well. None of us can be fucked doing that, especially the fact that if you're trying to be silent while you're hunting and then someone jumps on the 2-way and you're about to take a shot, that's just going to blow your cover.
Yeah, that's a good thing about that phone, and you can have it on silent. You're still going to be able to see the message after they've sent it. A UHF or a walkie-talkie, you've got to turn that thing down, and you're guaranteed to miss if something was tried to be said at the wrong time.
True.
Having said that, we've all hunted together a fair bit, and the place that we go to, you have to mark your name down on what area or like your area of operation is, and you can't go outside that area of operation. Once you've marked it down, you're in that time allocated. So that with mix that we've all hunted together, we're all pretty, switched on in the fact that, all right, we're not going to shoot in your direction and all the rest of it. So it's minimising risk, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
That, and we'll be rocking the Blaze Orange.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen some of those turkey hunters in the States get shot, man? Oh, and they're wearing Blaze Orange still.
That's the States. And actually, from what I hear, public land in New South Wales, people just see movement and shoot. It's just...
Yeah, it's concerning, hey?
It is concerning because, as much as I rue the fact I haven't just fucking pulled the trigger at times, like quickly, it's generally because I'm checking what's behind the target, what I'm actually shooting at.
But you also know a lot of the times if you're the only one in the area. Yeah. Like you typically have hunted it for a couple of days or something and you're like, or it's private property and you're like, yeah, okay, well, no one else is supposed to be here.
Yeah, if you've hunted somewhere a lot, then you're controlling the variables. You're not having to scan to see what's behind the shot, whatever, because you just know, where you are. So there's less thought going into a property you're familiar with.
Next minute, Couchy goes back to Brisbane with a blow in his leg.
Oh,
But what I was going to say was like public land hunting is something you definitely have to consider with behind the target, because that's what causes a lot of this shit. So
Yeah, you are right.
private land's fine. I guess you know the lie of the land and all that, but public land, you don't know when someone's going to be there.
You are right, but like what we just alluded to, if you've been there for a few days, you sort of got an understanding in your immediate area of who's there or who might be there, or who's going to come in. Like if you'll go to some of these spots where we hunt, mate, the average Joe's not going there. You're not going there for a fucking Sunday hike. Like, you're just not.
No.
It's too far out of your way. You'd go somewhere closer, probably with a few more amenities or infrastructure around. So you can sort of get a little bit of a gist and be like, all right, yeah, we're fairly by ourselves. Wow, that didn't make sense.
we're fairly by ourselves.
We're by ourselves within reason. Or still identify your target, but you can sort of cut down some of that risk.
Yeah, true. And for anyone who's wondering, if you've seen our Instagram, there's a reel on there which starts with a lovely fireplace and Josh and I cooking up a rather hodgepodge meal of 2-minute noodles and what do we have? Lamb. We're going back to that property. So we'll be staying in the hut on the bunk beds. I'm sure Josh is going to try and crash by the fire again, but I'm actually keen to get around the fire.
There's room for 2, but not 3. And I've shotgun 1 spot.
Well, I just did it for you.
Yeah, correct.
Nah, look, honestly, there's enough warmth in that hut, in that back room, in my little sleeping bag.
Oh, we'd be able to fit.
This is where
all of us,
we're going to where me, you, and Jacob went. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I had the wrong property in mind.
I didn't go with you, though.
What?
I didn't go with you. I went down the road.
That was Jacob's missus, you and him.
Oh no, yeah, so I had the right property in mind. Yeah. All right.
It's just all blurring into one. You hunt so much, mate.
It is. No, I'm shit with names regardless of the people or places. So
I mean, one was a different gender, so I don't know who should be offended. Jacob's missus or Josh?
Jacob's missus should be offended.
Yeah, I'd say so. There's a long pause there. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it'd be good to have you in SA for a bit, man. You've been away again. So
it'd be good to be back.
What are you back? 4 days again?
Yeah, fly in for 4 days and head back off Monday. So should be good. I was going to say, like, we got like Friday night through to Sunday morning, so that's most of my home time.
What better way to spend it, mate?
Seems like a quick rotation this time.
Swing.
Oh, yeah,
well, it's because I drove up a week earlier last time, so I was here for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
ish.
Seems like it's flown by.
It has. So we'll go down Friday night, get ourselves set up, get the fire cranking.
Bloody oath.
What's the plan? Saturday morning, pre-dawn?
Yeah.
In position just before dawn?
Got to be there before sun's even trying to come up.
What's, what time? What time's the sun
I feel
up,
like
actually?
6? Well, here it's 6 a.m.
Well, that's Queensland time.
I know. So
that's no good to anyone.
The only reason I know that is because I've watched it come up at work.
Well, the days are still pretty short, so yeah, maybe 6 or 5:50.
It's around then.
So
sunrise 7:30 at the moment here.
No, that'll be full rise.
Yeah,
so
that's full
it'll be
rise.
at least 7, 6:50, maybe.
Yeah, first light.
So I reckon we want to be in position at 6:30.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
6:30.
Rather be earlier than
6:45?
rather be earlier than late.
No, you want to be up first light, out the door before first light.
Yeah, I'm saying in position by 6:30.
Oh, yeah, hopefully before that, but yeah.
But if first light is like 20 to 7, yeah, you probably want to be a little earlier.
Anyway.
You're just like,
Look,
I don't want to get up early.
We'll calculate it.
This is our organisational skills for hunting.
This is
for those
how
people that are
planning
actually watching.
This is how planning happens. So we work out when the sun's up, and then you work out how long it takes to get ready. If you want to go coffee or you want to forgo coffee.
No, coffee.
Coffee's
Yeah, you go
essential.
coffee.
Like, coffee's essential, let's be honest. Breakfast is, take a fucking muesli bar or whatever with you in your bino harness.
Well, you can get away with it. Yeah, just a quick bite on the move. But coffee
On the
you can't.
moon?
On the move.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, I swear you said on the moon.
But yeah, and then coffee is essential to like get your body moving. 100% it is.
I don't know who can actually operate without coffee, and if they could, you can't trust them.
They're demons. If they can, yeah, they're just evil. Don't trust them.
And a lot of people go with tea, but I can tell you, every time I run out of coffee and I'm like, fuck, I'll grab a tea bag. It just doesn't do it.
It's not the same.
No,
it's not the same.
It's not that dirty fucking brown water. It's just the tang of tea and antioxidants. It's no good.
Yeah, you can't be a totem, mate. Stuff like that.
No, exactly. All right, well, let's hope we fucking knock something Saturday morning.
Well, yeah, I was thinking, if I do knock something, there's no point in me taking the meat. So
Oh,
you
so you might
guys
as well not
get
shoot.
it. So yeah, well,
I'll borrow your
I
meat.
owe
I'll borrow
Caleb,
your meat fridge. I'll cut you a deal. I'll store your meat fridge with your meat in it.
done. All right.
No,
Sounds
well,
good.
if we bring the receipt right and cut steaks up, we'll just divvy it accordingly. And yeah, Caleb can look after your share.
Oh, look after meaning eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I've still got a bit of fallow, actually. I'll bring that from the last time.
Oh, well, there's Saturday's meal taken care of,
I'll
so
bring
no
some fallow.
pub now.
I don't know what cuts it is, but I'll bring it.
Oh, if
Then
it's-
again, actually, if anyone's listening, because you hear of hunters going away, freezing their meat when they come home and fly with it. So that might be an option. I could bring up some venison back up to Briz.
you could.
Just freeze it and then chuck it in. I'm guessing you'd foil it, then chuck it in a cool bag or something. And then chuck it in the carriage.
You could probably take it on carry-on even, man, if it's in a cool bag.
Just chuck it in the
Fucking cooler
overhead
bag.
compartment and just fucking
They stop you in security. They're like, what the fuck is that?
And it starts thawing out mid-flight. It just has that meat smell.
Nah, if you've frozen it, like snap frozen it, and then there's like ice blocks in there, I think you'd be all right. I don't think it's going to thaw out in 3 hours.
Nah, but by the time you leave home, get here, that's like 5. But yeah, it's still within reason.
Well, take some up to Daniel because he said g'day.
Yeah, I really need to catch up with him again. Not again. I really need to catch up with him.
No, he's in the
Being
chat now.
pestered.
He's in the
Yeah,
chat now.
he's in the chat now.
Yeah.
He knows you're in Queensland, bro.
I'm not in Queensland, man. They're lying. But yeah, I do need to catch up with him.
He's on home detention. We weren't
Bye.
joking.
Hey?
He's on home detention. We weren't joking the other week when he had the wife beater on. Oh, crikey.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I've seen a few
Yeah.
fellas kicking around actually in the gym with ankle bracelets on. It's the strangest thing because you'll see these guys and typically they'll wear, well, obviously your track
Gym
pants or
attire.
whatever. But then it'll be a hot day and they'll wear shorts and like they've got this bright red fucking light on their ankle and you're like, I could have picked it,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to stereotype you.
What is the radius on your home D fucking bracelet?
I get a feeling they're allowed to go to work, so that they've got to put it in like a form or something where you can go to work and you can go to the gym,
Like some
and you
agreed
have
routes.
to be home at a certain time or something like that.
Yeah, so yeah, agreed probably locations and routes. Yeah.
So, I mean, in my mind, fuck, that's a Joshism, but in my mind, I think of like being on home detention. You got your bracelet on, like as soon as you get past a certain point in your yard. This is what they show on fucking movies and shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
Starries
The
just
front
acting-
just
Yeah.
like the cops appear out of nowhere, but in reality, it's probably much different. Because yeah, you got to do stuff like if you're allowed to go to work or go to the gym. It's not much of a fucking home detention, though, is it? It's just people. It's just tracking and just knowing your whereabouts at all times.
Yeah. They'll probably stop using them these days and just hook up their phones.
What bracelet?
But then again, you could just leave your phone.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
People don't do that though.
that's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, if you're going to commit a crime, firstly, don't fucking take your phone. I was thinking about it the other day, actually. Like, if you are actually going to commit a crime and you do the whole thing with your phone in your pocket, there's the first way they can trace where you've been, like, and put you in and around wherever this
You'd
alleged
have
thing
to
is.
have a burner phone, hey?
Well, do you even need to take it?
Yeah, I think maybe just leave all the electronics at home.
But then again, shit hits a fan and you need someone to pick you up and get you out of Dodge. How? How do you do that?
Well, are they going to do that if you're committing a crime? Because that would make them an accessory.
Yeah, but the mates of the fucking criminal, they're probably half their idea as well.
There's a lot of stereotyping going on here. I think you'd just be safer leaving your phone at home, and if you needed to, just go to a payphone and make sure there's no cameras watching the payphone.
That's the hard thing these days, is trying to do anything without getting on camera.
Well, you can't do it in the cities. It's pretty much impossible in the cities.
Yeah, the city, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ATMs in country towns. Fucking, yeah. You just can't. You can't win. Like, it just reminds me of that show. Fucking, what was that show?
Yeah, I was trying to think of a name because I'm like, yeah, we've all watched
Jesus.
it. I want to say Wanted, but
Maybe the one on, was it Channel 7 or Channel 10? One of the two. Either way, they drop all these people in Fed Square in Melbourne and they all scatter across Victoria and then try and find them. Hunted? Chase?
Hunted, yeah.
Is it Hunted?
Yeah, Hunted.
Mm.
It was a good show, actually.
I liked it, other than the fact that everyone who was trying to escape had a fucking cameraman chasing them around everywhere. So if you're
Yeah,
the cops
Pretty obvious, yeah.
and you're in this control center looking at CCTV and there's someone being followed around by a camera person, like,
See, I'm surprised how dumb some of those people, like the mistakes some of those people make, like little things like using a credit card or staying at your mum's house or, you know, something like that. Like, there's not too many of them that think outside the box a little bit and go, okay, well, everything's trackable these days.
I mean, I've thought about it to some degree, and I'm like, the first thing you do is just use that credit card and take all the cash they allow you out straight away, so you don't have to use it again. So
And they know where you are first up anyway. Well, at least the Australian one. They know where you are, so just do it.
So
And run.
you can avoid getting pinged for a location later on. Do it. And then surely you just fuck off bush. I mean, in reality, if you're a fugitive, you'd steal a car.
Are you allowed to on that show?
Nah, you can't. You actually have to declare that you're
Wanted.
and it's a bit Mickey Mouse, but there's like a fucking saying they got to declare to people to see whether they'll take them on a ride or not.
Yeah. I am a fugitive or something. Yeah.
I'm a fugitive or something like that.
Oh, are you for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So the person still has to agree, but who's not going to agree? Like, oh, fuck, I can be on TV.
And then they jump in your car and then you kidnap them.
It seems a bit too scripted. That does.
You can poke holes in it, because then the other thing the fucking police do is go through all your social media, find all your known contacts. So then they start digging into them. So if you use any of them for a ride or to shelter for the night or whatever, they're going to track you down. So really, you just got to get all your cash out and fuck off bush. I don't think they'd find you. Yeah, they wouldn't find you. Not for the fucking duration of the show anyway.
How long have they got to evade for?
I can't remember, actually. Been too long since I watched it.
It's like 2 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that.
Oh, so you could go grab, $500 here and then
I think that's
go
about how
get
much
some
they get.
food and water and nick off to the scrub and just be like, chill.
Yeah.
Buy a fishing pole.
100%.
Why don't people do that? It seems so simple.
It does.
But you got to get to where you want to go somehow.
Steal a car.
Look, it's not really going to be an interesting show if everyone just goes and sets up camp in the bush and the cops are just running around looking for them.
Yeah, but isn't the idea of winning like $100,000 or something?
Yeah, there's a bit of money on the
Yeah,
line.
so who cares if it's a good show or not? You're winning $100,000.
There's probably some sort of clause in their contracts, but I'll trip up the cameraman and run. And just lose your
You
tail
touch him
as
up.
well.
Yeah, touch up the cameraman.
Trip him up. Didn't say punch him. Touch him up.
Why you just beat
But
the dude on camera?
he's the biggest fucking. It's a red flag right there.
Yeah, he's a liability. Like, surely he's got his phone on him. If they want to cheat, they can just like track him or her.
Yeah, you sit there, get allocated your cameraman, and it's just like some obese guy. You're like, fuck, this guy can't run.
Keep up, fatty.
I didn't mind that show. I've just started watching $1 Million Island. Like, that's fucking like 8 episodes in now, but I just started it last night. And it seems all right. It was a bit Lord of the Flies to start with. Like, I've only watched one episode, right? So I don't know if it's shit long term, but basically 100 people land on an island. It's that dude from SAS as well, Ant Middleton is the host.
Yeah, I've seen one as well, yeah.
And, 100 people land on this island in Malaysia. First thing they do is they have to pick, or everyone's got a number and a bracelet with 10 grand allocated to it. And then they spin this dial and it lands on someone's number, and then that person is the one who has to pick 6 people to do a challenge. And if you win the challenge, you get the other 5 bracelets. So then you're worth 60 grand. And the other people are up for elimination. And the only way they can survive is if someone else wants to quit and they give them their bracelet.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
But you land on this island. So once they pick the first person, he's got to decide the 6 people to do the challenge the next day. Everyone just fucks off onto the beach. There's supplies on the beach and everyone's just jumping in, like stealing stuff off each other, setting up camps at random. There's no assigned like tribes or anything.
Oh.
There's like, I'm sitting there going, this
it's
is
each to their own kind of thing.
Yeah, this is like fucking Shipwrecked, Lord of the Flies, fucking.
So like Survivor, but
Solo.
got like a monetary value attached to.
So then like the first challenge, the first guy who got picked as like the leader or whatever for the day, he put himself in the challenge, and then it got revealed that, all right, so if you win, you get everyone else's bracelet. You're worth 60 grand now instead of 10. The other 5 people, you're basically going home unless someone gives up their bracelet and decides to go home. So the first challenge was very survivorish sort of challenge. You got to run, grab a bag, jump into the water and grab this bag out of the air with some like blocks in it, swim to a buoy, grab another bag of blocks, fucking run up the beach, hold this platform in place while you stack these blocks up, and then they got to stay in place for like 5 seconds. And then you win if you're the first person.
Okay.
What I couldn't understand, if anyone's seen it, the first thing I would have fucking done, because everyone's holding a rope in one hand and reaching for their blocks and stacking them, because you got to hold this rope to keep the platform level that you're stacking on. I don't know why the fuck no one put the rope under their foot.
Yeah.
Like straight away, get it to the right height, put the rope under your foot, then that's stable. Then you got 2 hands to balance and create this. I could not for the life of me work out why no one did that.
Oh, under pressure and time, and you're panicking, and you just go for what you think.
But yeah, I mean, I'm hooked for now.
I thought I'd seen it, but I haven't, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Sounds like a neat concept.
It's worth a go. So like the guy who won, so the first leader who got picked, he just picked all the big, strong dudes. And the oldest, like fat dude, basically, was the one who won. He took 3 goes to get this bag, like jump into the water and grab this bag. But he balanced first up and beat them all. So now he's got 6 bracelets. He's worth 60 grand. He's the richest man on the island.
Yeah.
And then one guy quit because he's like, I don't like this. I'm going home. He gave his bracelet to some dude. And then 4 people went home, including the guy who was the leader because he lost.
Bloody hell.
So now they've picked another dude and he's got to decide who the 6 people to do the challenge is. And you can choose not to put yourself in.
See, I like that because it's better than the conniving shit that goes on lots of Survivor. Sort of, I don't know.
I mean, in the fucking trailer for it, it's showing like, it shows the worst of human nature, but also the best, and this blah 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 blah.
Well, okay, here's one for you. Where do you think reality TV show is going to go next when we're pretty much doing all reality shows?
Squid Games.
That are
Hunger
possible?
Games.
Yeah, so yeah, well, what is next, man? Do you reckon it is that where suddenly life is not worth anything?
Where there's like it's too hard to survive, you need to compete for money to survive. Therefore, you are willing to put up your life.
So you reckon it'll get to that point?
No, I don't know. I think one day it probably will. whether it's in that sort of context or it's actually like you just have to survive.
That's a bit bleak.
Well, it's bound to eventually, regardless if it's our lifetime or not. It'll happen.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the fucking while Mars is getting colonized and these ships taking off from Earth and we can't get a ticket because we're fucking the lower class.
Mate, don't worry about Mars. We can't even fucking send a submarine down to the Titanic properly.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that sub was destined to fail.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was overly well engineered when it was using an Xbox controller or some shit.
I read an article. One of the project managers or something of that project, he got fired because he brought up an issue that the front port window was only rated for 1,400 meters, where their depths were going for like 3 kilometers or 2.4 to 3 Ks. And they didn't want to spend the extra money to upgrade that porthole. And instead they fired the guy.
Sounds like a classic cover.
So,
yeah, well,
that's
here's one for you. The people that were on it. So if you're talking like that and something important's just been disregarded blatantly, and then you've got 4 billionaires on the sub, all in sort of key leadership positions. Do you think there could be anything afoot?
like, no, because you're too isolated in that situation. Well, you're talking about the people that are in the sub.
Yeah, like, I don't know, could one of them been going against the WHO or something like that, and then they're like, oh, yeah, just come on this sub, and they've known that the sub's not up to standard, and they're going to...
So you sacrifice the 4 others for that one person, so you get rid of him.
Well, haven't you heard some of the stories about like the missing Malaysian flight and things like that?
What stories are these?
Oh, well, just important people are been on there that they want to get rid of because they're causing a stir, and they've, instead of just dealing with the one person, they've just sort of taken out the whole plane. I don't know if it's real or not, man, but
Man,
I don't know.
I don't watch the news, let alone the conspiracy theories. It's really dawned on me how much I just don't fucking watch the news anymore. Like, I've had a gutful of it. And then someone mentioned the other day, oh, you hear about that sub? I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, it's been going on for days. Like, there's a submarine. I'm like, I haven't fucking got a clue what's going on. And then, of course, I investigated because I'm like, this sounds interesting. But the other thing that people are flapping around about at the moment is the fact that they knew like days in advance that the thing had fucking imploded. But the media was still going, oh, yeah, they've got this much oxygen left and like the implosion's going to happen. But like they knew it had fucking imploded already. I do like all the demonstrations of showing like similar to submarine sort of vessels.
Heating up a Coke can.
Imploding.
And putting it in ice.
And they're like at 375, whatever the measurement is. And they showed like this thing imploding at 1 versus 375, and it fucking just crushes in on itself at 1. I don't know what the fucking measurement is, sorry. But at 12,000 feet or whatever they are to see the Titanic, that measurement is 375. So that thing surely just went like a fucking pancake when it imploded.
Yeah.
What a way to die.
It's crazy to think about. The pressures down there are just huge.
Mm. What a way to see the Titanic, though.
I bet you they did.
I do love the memes. It's funny how there's so many memes. Everyone's pulling the piss. Like, the ghost of the Titanic finally got some friends after 100-odd years and all this sort of shit. Like, there's some killer memes going on. I do wonder if people would be, like, poking fun at it this quickly if it wasn't a bunch of fucking billionaires down there. If it was just the common man and, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy to lose human life either way, but I don't think people would have jumped on and made fun of it so quickly if it was, some innocent poor people.
I think people would have.
Nah,
people are brutal.
I think they
man.
would, yeah. Because they don't care about who's on it.
Yeah.
No, but like this is like mainstream people just jumping on and fucking bagging it. Like You billionaires.
Oh, that's
there's-
probably that would be different.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. There's always going to be someone that pokes fun straight away to be the first person. Just the person you say, "Oh, too soon, bro, too soon."
When is an acceptable time frame to poke fun?
I don't know, man. Depends on the audience, I guess. Fuck, I don't know.
I mean, if you're a billionaire, this is the thing that seems a little bit sus. You're a billionaire. This thing, you think you'd look into this trip and how it's designed and, whether it's certified and safe and all the rest of it. You think, or at least you'd have a staff member that would find all this stuff out for you and come back and be like, yeah, it's safe, you're good to go.
But then again, who actually knew the actual truth behind it all if it wasn't up to spec?
Yeah,
if someone just fed you the information that you want to hear and they're confident about it, you're probably not going to question it. It's
Being
like
the first one of
book-
its kind, I think I'm going to question it.
yeah, but you're not running your own inspection on it. Are you?
No, but
maybe if you're a
it's-
billionaire, maybe you're worth that much that you would do that.
Yeah, you'd think you would.
But if you're going on holiday to Bali and they fucking put you on a rope swing,
I mean, you
are
buy
you
a car.
you're going to conduct a full breakdown of the thing, or you're just going to go fuck it? Yeah,
No, a
it looks
rope
okay.
swing's been tried and tested, man. Put it to like this: you're never buying the first generation of a new model car, right? You're always going to get the Series 2 or 3 because they iron the kinks out of it. It's common dog fuck. So why wouldn't you sit there and be like, well, I ain't going to be the first one on that thing until it's had a few trips and I know it's good to go.
Unless you're buying a 79, in which case you'll get 5 series. By the time you actually get it, it'll be 5 series down the line anyway.
Tried and tested, mate. Tried and tested.
Yeah, but everyone else, not you.
Unbreak. Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, but then they fuck it, man, and they start making a 4-cylinder one, which you described last week.
If yous went on the sub before me, I'd be like, yeah, cool, it's good.
I don't think sheep go on fucking
good.
submarines, mate.
By the time you get your fucking 79, man, it'll be electric.
Probably.
Be hydrogen.
Hey, at least I'll be going green, mate. Doing my part to save the planet.
It's a Hover 79 series. Tireless. Don't have to worry about running gear.
Why don't we have shit that hovers yet?
We do.
Well, we kind of do.
You know what I mean. I'm talking Back to the Future hoverboard style things.
Look, we'd have
Well, you have
cars
a-
that run on water if it wasn't for oil companies making a fucking shit ton of money out of it, man.
So now the conspiracy theory or
I don't think that's far-fetched, man. I just think that there's too much money being made by the petrochemical companies, the fucking corporations that run the fucking world.
Oh, you know what we need to do? Is we need a sole episode dedicated on a conspiracy theory. We choose one each and then we fucking go through it.
Call it
That would be
tinfoil
that would
hats.
be a good one.
Yeah.
Tin foil hats.
Yeah, no.
Josh was getting around more, I think, than us of late.
No,
What have you been doing?
it had been popping up in my feed, like, especially over this sub thing, the whole conspiracy behind it. And I'm like, it's like a couple of days in. And I was like you, I was late to the party. I didn't know till a couple of days after it happened. But then my feed's just been, slamming it. And then, just watching the conspiracy theories over it. I'm like, oh, you're all drawing a long bow here. But look, I kind of get it.
Look, feed is the right word because it's just feeding you. The algorithm is feeding you.
It
You've
is.
shown some interest. You've lingered. And now
I've watched the whole video, not half.
the algorithm has followed you.
Yeah.
It's just like with me I watched some fucking horse shoeing
Horse
videos
stuff,
and
yeah.
now I get fucking peppered with the shit. I watched one rug clean. Here's my fucking rabbit hole. I watched this dude because it popped up in YouTube Shorts of
I think I've seen this one.
of a dude
I've seen
cleaning
him.
rugs, man, right? And these rugs are fucking filthy. Like, I don't know how they get to that state. So he runs
They're
over,
like black.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
black. So he runs over it with this, fucking the pressure washer, the shampooing thing, this brushing machine. turns it over, does the same process again, and then runs it all. Like he sort of sets it up as a bit of an ASMR. He doesn't commentate it or anything. It's just the sound of him cleaning this rug, and you watch all this dirt and shit come out of it. There's something gratifying about it. They're like 20 minutes long. And I'm like, I've just watched 20 minutes of a dude fucking cleaning a rug.
I've watched like 2 or 3 in a row.
Same.
I don't know why.
Same. So you're fucking up my algorithm, I reckon. I reckon it knows me.
You fucked with mine. But you find like the worst looking one or something like that ended up being the coolest looking to find out how bad it did look. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Where most people would actually give up on it.
He's two very boring people, man. You're watching fucking videos of cleaning rugs.
At least that's grounded in reality. At least it's a real rug with a real outcome, not just a conspiracy.
With an unknown outcome.
No, they do a good job. The one I watch is some dude in the UK, something mountain rug cleaning. I don't know. He gets like frozen rugs, like he gets some out of the dump and then fucking does them up and gives them away or sells them or whatever. But I just don't know how anyone can have a rug that is just coated in mud. Have rugs.
Do you have a rug in your house?
I have 2 rugs in the house.
There you go. I'm pretty sure if we pulled them out, they're not going to look like they were new.
You haven't seen these videos,
no, but,
man. My missus
these
vacuums.
Are like,
yeah, these are fucked, bro. My missus
they're like they've
vacuums
been sitting outside, it's rained, and it's just like mud all over it and sat there for 12 months.
It's like if you put your rug on your back porch and wiped your foot on it, feet even, every day, and it got rained on, shat on by animals. Just, yeah, it's filthy.
No, I get what you mean, but I think you'd be surprised how much dirt and filth come out of your rug if you took it out and pressure washed it.
Probably. Like I've had 2 puppies in the last 2 years, so I'm sure there's fucking plenty of piss and shit ingrained down in the fibres.
I just don't think you're understanding the volume of just.
I'll show you a video,
filth.
man. It's fucked. It's gross.
What if they picked it up at the thrift shop?
Well, I think he has.
No, the thrift shop wouldn't accept it. Like they're that bad.
Some of them, like people have just given it to him to clean. Others, he's like found at the dump, and it's an expensive rug, so he cleans it and then sells it or gives it away to like a dog shelter or whatever.
It's kind of clever. Get a Persian rug and clean it up and sell it for another $400.
I mean, after I watched the first one, I was like, what are these rugs worth? Because surely his services are at least a couple of $100 for the hours he's putting into them. The rug would have to be worth at least $1,000 to justify all that shit.
But even if he sells it for $1,000, takes his $200 to $300 for his time, he'd probably pay himself out of it, but then the profit would go to charity or whatever.
Maybe.
It's still better than nothing. And it's YouTube as well, therefore that's money.
I guess so. I mean, that's the other one. Oh, fuck. The other fucking...
Kind of like the guy...
The lawn mowing guy?
Yeah, fucking hell, we're on the same thing.
I think you're fucking my algorithm,
we're both watching our own Senate Mate YouTube. That's the problem.
I'll just give you both the room. Do you want me to dim the lights on my way out?
He goes, Josh,
take your phone, that's all right.
Settle down. You just want to go message Kat.
Nah.
But anyway, so he goes around to a house and it's generally a rundown looking house. And he goes, I'll do your lawn for free. He goes, one time only, I'll do it for free. And he records it and fucking posts it for people to, I guess, watch. Which part of me is like, why would people watch this? Another part of me is like, you'd have watched it. So
correct.
And then he offered to pay this guy to do it as well. He's like, $200, I'll do it for you.
Fucking hell.
Paying the owner to do his lawn.
He must be getting some ad revenue then, that guy.
He must be.
I watch a guy called, well, the last 2 nights, I've watched a guy called SB Mowing over in the States. And he just finds abandoned, like derelict houses over there because the city get a bit shitty if things get overgrown and the neighbours are like, so he just finds these places and then cracks in. And he'd spend maybe, I don't know, 3 hours. He does everything, like all the edging, like overgrown, like fucking 1.5 feet, 2 feet high grass, trims hedges, all of that. And then I'm looking at his video, I'm like, fucking 12 million views from like a week ago.
Yeah.
That probably justifies spending 3 hours fucking tidying up someone's.
Easy. Surely it would.
Shit, yeah, you'd be making a couple grand off of YouTube on that.
Yeah. Just, what are we doing?
That should be a
mow
thing.
some
We should
lawns,
just-
motherfucker.
I'd do that. I'd fucking mow lawns. I enjoy mowing lawns.
But then it'd be good to do it for free for people. So you're helping the community while getting paid well.
True. And if you go through the
It's good-
guy
very
I
good scheme.
watched, his comments, he's got like, you can see people's donations as well. Somehow it's
Yeah.
fucking linked to some donation thing.
For a charity to his
No,
account.
to him and come up with like $50, $40.
Wow, so he's sexualised mowing the lawn.
What?
He's
doing
100%
it,
he
mate.
has.
Straight away.
His
not-
perverted lawn.
He's just this fucking weedy little Yankee.
He just likes cutting your grass. That's all. That's all it is.
I don't have any
There's
grass,
plenty of
mate.
ways to make a buck these days. Unfortunately, a lot of it just involves getting your kid off.
No,
you
that's
feed
not
it.
what I meant about.
You
He's
said he
sexualised.
sexualized it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like OnlyFans, dudes giving money just for, I don't know, some CUDA shots or something like that on lawn.
No.
Same sort of thing. So he's just giving you lawn porn for cash.
So if you get it, so that's the same sort of thing as like tipping someone at a store. Not that we tip here, but you could tip.
Never tip.
It's the same thing.
Never tip, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't.
Rude
No,
bastard.
neither have I.
Even getting like a beer out of you is like drawing blood from a stone.
No, actually, I tipped once for an Uber.
You tipped an Uber. What did you do?
Tipped
Give
an
you a
Uber.
fucking wristy from the fucking driver's seat.
Why is everything risky?
Why not?
No, I don't know. I think it was just quick and fucking
Got
he
the
knew
job
what he was
done.
doing.
Cleaned up your mess for you.
He took the back roads.
Yeah, you're not going to do it in the middle of the street.
Well,
No,
talk
fair.
about cabbies,
Yeah.
actually. When I had to get a taxi back from
Talking about
This-
what? Cabbies.
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 yes.
Okay, I thought you said
When I-
cabbage.
When I got a taxi back from the station I was on in Perth, so I'd organised this cab the day prior. Okay. Anyway,
The fake taxi.
Pre-booked. Fake
yeah,
taxi.
pre-booked. So
The real one or a fake one? Fake taxi?
a real fucking taxi, man. So I've set my alarm for like half an hour before he's supposed to rock up, just so I can go have a shower and grab my bags and things. My alarm goes off, and then suddenly I get a phone call. I'm like, cool. I answer it. He's like, hey, this is your taxi. I'm just going to be half an hour late. I'm like, I beg your pardon. I've got to get to the airport. Now, I'd pre-empted this and it allowed some fudge factor in my flight times anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Was the cabbie? You saw the cab's name. And it's like
Yeah.
Mr. Bates, and you're like, well,
nah.
giving me protection time.
Nah, so I've sort of like gone, I was a bit upset and said, oh, well, this isn't acceptable, man. Like, you know, I've got a flight to catch. I need to get to the airport. He's like, I'll be there in 30 minutes. I'm like, okay. So he rocks up 30 minutes late. Wait for it. We get out off the property. So we're just off the property and just turned onto one of the dirt roads to get onto the bitumen. And he's turned around and he's like pointed at the screen in the middle of the car. I'm like, what are you pointing at? What, radio?
It's not ticking over, is
I
it?
don't know. No, he's just pointing at it. And then I realised that there's the fuel consumption display and how many Ks he's got before an empty on the centre console. So you can see it. And there's like 4 Ks left.
What a fuckhead.
And he's like, I've just got to go get fuel. I'll just stop in and go get fuel on my way to the airport. I'm like, bro, you're half an hour late and you've got to go get fuel. And then I've got to make my fucking flight. Are you serious?
Like, how
What the
far are you
fuck?
from Perth, like this point?
An hour.
An hour from
An
Perth.
hour.
All right, so I can sort of get that in that there's probably not that many cabs out in fucking Whoop Whoop.
No, he was a local cabbie from Serpentine. Yeah. So I was like,
Yeah, it's a bit
okay.
weird.
okay, I don't get this. Okay, whatever. And it's a big fare. It's like 140 odd bucks for the hour drive. It's a big fare. And anyway, he felt bad because I sort of didn't want to talk. I was a bit frustrated at this stage because I'd allowed a bit of a fudge factor for sort of something to go wrong,
How-
but not
How annoying
the,
is it when someone's late, Josh?
Not the fuel. No, always where I need to be at the moment. I'm supposed to be there. Thank you.
Eventually.
So it was just like a bit more frustrating that he had to stop for fuel, and I think he could tell that I was feeling a little bit pissed off because he had to get fuel as well. Like I could have got over the fact that he was half an hour late, but anyway. So he's pulled into this service station, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you a drink." So he's going to buy me a drink for him making me late. I'm like, okay. I said no, I didn't want anything at that stage because I was just too concentrated on
All right,
fucking
so
getting
you
to the
used a
airport.
slight accent there. Was he Indian or was he Aussie?
No, he was not Australian. Well, he's Australian, yes. He's now Australian. Not originally from Australia.
Thank you. Just paint a picture for me. Like I'm trying to there might be some fucking cultural disconnect here or whatever. Like I just need to get a proper picture of.
Oh, there was something that was a disconnect.
Was he a brown man?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Not for any other reason. I just want to get a full picture of what's going on.
Yeah.
Did
It was a
you make a
stereotypical Indian, yes.
Okay.
Did you make your flight on time?
Yes. Yeah. I'd hand it to him, man. He drove like the fucking wind bullseye. Fuck. He made it in that time. And I was like, holy shit.
Good for him. Well, I think he owed you one.
I watched the Speedo a few times. I'm like, yeah, he's pushing it here.
He's pushing the boundaries, just like this light we've got in our room, which has decided to die again. Josh, go play with the cord.
We need to update this light.
We do need to upgrade it.
Well, I don't need to because fucking I'm in Brisbane all the time, but yeah, you guys do.
True. Like this is 2 weeks in a row. This thing's just died mid-podcast, so it's got like a dodgy connection. I might have to take it apart. Yeah. Stop knocking it when I'm doing my OnlyFans porn shoots.
It's gotten wet. That's the problem.
Yeah. I've got to stop squirting on it.
It's supposed to be to light you from a distance, not like around.
Hey, it's called a ring light for a reason, mate.
Oh, shit.
I think Josh is going to leave us for a piss for a minute anyway, and he's going to take his phone. No, he's leaving it.
Yes.
Now we can send messages on his phone.
Oh,
He's locked it. Bastard.
Damn it.
I can't unlock his phone either because it's thumbprint, I think.
Thumbprint or face? One of the two.
Both. Both the things that I would not do to my own phone just so the government don't have my fingerprint, my retina, and my fucking...
I'm actually surprised that he has that on his phone.
I know. Given his fucking tinfoil hat, we should call this segment While Josh Was Peeing. Just make it a weekly.
That should be that's a weekly thing.
Weekly thing. What happened when Josh?
We need a whole introduction thing with it as well, and then he doesn't know about it.
I just fucking hit a sting every time he goes out the room while Josh was peeing. Oh dear.
Oh, I love it.
Just fucking circling back actually to like making money, OnlyFans and all that sort of shit. I was listening to Alpha Blokes today. There's another good Aussie podcast. And they had Renee Gracie on, who is former V8 supercar driver. And like, you know, she didn't have an amazing career other than the fact she was a woman trying to make it in a man's world. So she sort of like laid out her story of coming up through go-karts and whatever, and got to the OnlyFans part. And so while she was driving V8 supercars, her manager took all her social media off her. So she only had like 30,000 people following. Like partway through that, she got her phone back, started posting as herself, and her following grew to like 50, 60,000 people. And then around that time, she jumped on OnlyFans and started that up. The first night she launched it, in the morning she had 24 grand US in her account.
I think I've heard whispers about this, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a story back when she started, I think like just pre-COVID. But fucking hell. And then she like rang her dad and was like, oh, Dad, fucking, because her dad's an accountant. So she, like from the business side of things, he helped her out and whatever. Yeah. Like,
Dad, I've started an OnlyFans account. He's like, I know.
Yeah. She had like 80 grand in a week, 7 days, 80 grand US.
You wouldn't like, you can see why they don't work. Like that is beyond work.
Fuck me, the lights died again. I'm in the dark.
Yeah.
But like, she said her best month is 500 grand. And she pretty much spends
That's
a week
crazy.
shooting shit and then fucks off. And now she just travels to different locations, meeting up with friends. Like we're 4 years in now.
Friends.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Girlfriends, fucking
Yeah.
people to shoot content with. But yeah, man, like $500,000 in a month.
That's nuts.
I mean, yeah, you got to pay for like traveling around the world and pay for your cosmetic surgery. Like she said, everything done. It's not my deal. Like everything's fake, but
No, that sort of ruins everything, to be honest.
it does. Light monitor, could you please adjust the light again? Josh is back from urinating and trying to put. Oi, there we go. That's the light's on. We'll fix this light. Maybe we should get people to donate money. Could you donate money and we can buy a proper fucking light? Somebody
Just tip us a little bit.
tip us some. Now we sound like cam girls. Tips for tits. Would you get the tip out for cash, Josh?
Nah. Nah. No man of money on this earth.
No cock,
Not for public.
no cock for cash.
Nah.
No, for Josh, the tip is the whole thing.
True.
So,
It is. It is.
Full reveal.
It is. Nah, it's not happening.
Just the zip.
Nah, especially at the moment. Oh, man.
What a
you want
cliffhanger.
to elaborate on that, Josh? Or
Do you want to elaborate?
No, I don't.
What is going on? Just fucking put the other line
What
on.
is with all rings playing up these days?
Yeah, Josh's ring and this fucking ring light. Just chuck the main light on, man. Fuck this. Oh, no, he's going to fix it probably again.
Again, it's lasted about 2 minutes each time.
True. Wee. Sorry if you've got epilepsy and you're watching this.
Yeah, that's just like an epilepsy one. Right now.
Christ. It's hurting my eyes. You
Are
sort
you
of got
intentionally doing this, Josh?
to sort of
You can't hear me, but
pull the cord to one side.
this is the downfall of live on YouTube. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
this is the downfall of non-edited podcasts either.
True, but you know, the listeners and the viewers can just ride the waves of emotion and Josh putting his headphones on and off right next to the microphone and making that sound. And
I didn't hear it. It's fine.
oh, there's feedback squeal. But yeah, things fuck up live.
Yeah, they do. This is why I'm not for them.
Are you right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You look like slightly in pain.
Nothing that old Jim can't fix.
Yeah, but it's sugar free, bro.
Mate, it's because I'm a healthy bloke.
Fuck that. I am a full fucking bourbon, the bourbon of strength, 8%, full sugar. Bring it on.
Is there any more beans in the fridge?
No, that's the one you left
Here
last
I-
week.
Is there any beer?
Here I've got coffee.
We should have a lot of clarity to your discussion tonight, Catchy.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think I need a few drinks. It helps.
The old
It doesn't help to play ping pong, apparently. Beer pong. So
Was it?
I wonder where you were going with that. I'm like, what?
It wasn't
Thinking
ping pong.
Thailand. What?
So on the weekend, so mate, we work Saturdays as well. So half day Saturday, went to the pub, had a few drinks, played a game of pool, a few, unbeaten. So and then
Fucking fig
we're
jam.
like, do we go on tonight and head to one of the guys' house to just have a few drinks, play some beer pong, and just a few drinking games and all that. And we ended up doing it. I've never played beer pong before because never really drank beer before, and everyone drank beer, so it's like I'm not drinking beer,
Ah, fair.
so I avoided it. Anyway, I thought I'd crack into it, and the guy I played with, he was drinking Bundy Reds,
Fudge juice.
Ooh,
which
red.
was a bad idea because he just cleaned me up. I didn't get a cup, and he got all mine. So
get
that was
a
a quick
cup?
game.
You
I didn't
think-
get a cup. I was surprised how bad I was at beer pong.
wow.
Holy shit,
That's
man.
terrible, man. How
That
many,
is for you.
how many cups?
6.
So just 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, 3 to 1. Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. That's abnormal for you because you're quite good with balls.
I sort of remind you that I'm undefeated in 8 ball up here so far.
Yeah, but no one cares about
No one
that
cares
because
about-
you
no one
defeated
cares
in
about-
beer pong.
No one cares about 8-ball and ping
Yeah.
pong. Like beer pong, bro.
Beer pong. I need to. We need to play it. So I need to practice.
I'll fucking destroy both of you.
I'm not
But, well-
fucking 12. I'm not playing beer pong,
It's
mate.
fun, motherfucker.
No, it's not.
It is fun.
Was it fun the next day, Shannon?
It was still a good night. But yeah, I had a hangover fucking Sunday,
Have you
which kind
played?
of sucked.
Have you played Rage Cage?
No.
That's the next one.
What's Rage Cage?
So Rage Cage, you have everyone around the table. You have 2 balls going, and you have to bounce the ball into your cup. And then once the ball goes into your cup, you fucking pass to the next person along.
So all I'm getting is your cup's here and you're just like,
Yes. Yep. So yes. So then you fucking stack your cup in
but
the next person.
The kicker is
they
But go on. What?
no. You stack your cup into the next person, and then they've got to bounce it into theirs. And if you get it in first go, you can put the cup wherever you want. So if basically what you want to do is get yours into your cup before the person to your left gets theirs in, and then you stack your cup on theirs and they have to drink. Because there's 2 balls going, if someone gets it in the first go, they can put their cup right behind you or the person next to you or wherever they want it. So you can just basically gang up on someone and they just have to constantly drink if they can't get a ball in a cup quick. And it just goes around and around and around the table. Probably fucking up the explanation of that. The
yeah,
basic,
it sounds messy and just too intricate.
Doesn't sound intricate, but it just sounds like it would get messy as fuck.
So you're just passing your beer off to the left every time, pretty much.
no. So all the beers are in the middle. Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't explain that.
No.
There's like multiple beers and cups in the middle. 2 cups, 2 balls. I start here, so you're to my left. I bounce the ball into the cup. As soon as I've done that, I pass it to you. All right, and the other person is chasing around the table.
Mm-hmm.
So if they get it first go into the cup, they can give it straight to me while you're trying to get the ball in. And if I get it in, I can stack my cup on top of yours. Then you have to drink.
What happened to the good old days where you just drink piss and get fucking written off?
Because it's fun, man.
With
It
hair
gets like hectic, and then you end up with this like. And once you've drunk, you put that cup in there, so you end up with like a stack
the
of cups.
stack,
It gets
yeah.
higher, and you're trying to bounce this ping pong ball into this stack of cups.
Oh, okay, that makes it somewhat
Yeah.
harder. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
the stack gets higher.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. It's
I think we should
something.
do that on the weekend.
It's something to. It doesn't really work with 3 people.
But it'd be fun.
It's good to have mixed skill level,
Yeah.
mixed genders,
Diversity.
diversity, a mixture of drinks, and then there's always this shitty cup in the middle, which is a mixture of everything. Someone ends up having to drink this dirty mix of like,
It's kind of like King's Cup, how they have a mixture of,
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
just, I mean, it's still called the King's Cup.
yeah.
I don't know about you, but the older I get, the more fearful I get of hangovers. So it's like I just try to avoid them these days.
Just
Except-
have a fucking
except-
tolerance for alcohol and you don't get them, bro.
Except for the other weekend. Holy shit. Don't know how I got up for hunting the next day.
I think I hunt better with a hangover, to be honest.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck
because you're
that.
slower.
Well, sometimes slow is good.
Yeah, bloody oath. But hungover is not good.
no, it's no
As long
fun.
as you can get rid of the headache pretty quick, then a hangover's not too bad.
Yeah, it's no
But that's
fun.
what kills me with a hangover.
It's no fun trudging around feeling like shit, but
No.
getting a big buck.
I don't know
fucking
how
fixes
you
it.
do it as a parent, to be honest, man. Like, have a big night and then have to deal with twins the next day.
They let me sleep in now. But-
not for the first so many years. of
Back
their
in the
life.
day when they were up at like 6 o'clock, fuck that. That was not fun.
You were, well, from what it seems from an outside point of view, you had more big weekends back then than you do now. Like,
I think I probably had more big weekends pre-divorce. And then I still got up and looked after
Yeah, that's
very
what I mean,
small children.
like-
Like, I was still married up until there were 2. So I had a lot of big, especially when you fucking split up with your missus back then. There was a few weekends.
Oh, you went
there was a few weekends in a row where we were written off weekends in a row. And my missus was filthy at the time, but I would still get up and look after the kids the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow. Like you find a way. You just do. You fucking power through. But then I didn't really have big weekends when I did split up, and I had them on my weekends because it was my weekend to spend with them. So I never really fucking had big nights on the Terps.
Yeah. You always got the next weekend, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you.
So, I mean, I'll have a few beers now, but the thing is, if I'm getting up the next day, like they've reached an age, they're 7, they've reached an age where they like to sleep in. They don't like to get up now. I'm like, thank fuck. I was waiting for this, except when they have to get up for school, then it's a fucking just nightmare because now they don't want to get up for school. Whereas once upon a time, they'd be up at like 6 o'clock. Hey, Dad. Cool. You dressed for school? Yep. Fucking hell. Whereas now it's like, Dad, I don't want to get up. It's cold. Just fucking do it.
It is way harder in winter to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a winter thing, but it's also an age thing. Like they like their sleep now. But yeah, they let me sleep in on weekends too, which is nice. It's good that they can just get up, make themselves breakfast, do whatever. They don't need me to do everything. So like I'll get a sleep in. So 9 o'clock's a massive sleep in for me. Thanks, girls, if you ever listen to this.
Yeah.
It's out there forever, man. It's on YouTube land, so
it's out
they'll
there for everyone.
find out.
Yeah, they will. They showed their friends this on, well, not this, but YouTube the other day, like, because I assume they have laptops or whatever at school. Or, I don't know, I went and picked on it the other day and, like, my daughter's standing in the fucking schoolyard with her friend and he's got his phone out and they're looking at YouTube. I'm like, fucking what the hell? Anyway.
How old are they?
7?
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck is this little kid got a fucking phone and he's 7?
Whoa. I reckon they should have phones at that age.
Fuck
but
no.
they should be a basic phone that you can only call on.
Correct.
Like not text or surf the net. For safety, phones are a great thing, especially for children. And it beats trying to do the old dodgy, I don't know if you had them, wherever you use them.
Reverse call.
No, before that, you used to flatten out a straw and you put in the coin return on the left side and you could like press this lever in and you press your button and it would call. So it was acting like, I guess, the machine was taking money by putting this straw into the little slot. And you could do it, man. I did it.
You had a public payphone hack. What the hell?
I did it at school all the freaking time, man. It wasn't like a Telstra one, although I think you can do them with Telstra, but it was like the little ones that you get at pubs back in the day. They were just like, yay big.
Yeah.
You still had the coin slot and everything. They were like that at the school that I went to.
So you just
and it worked, man.
Dip in a straw with a coin attached to it in it.
We nick a straw.
The string and coin I've heard.
The straw would work because we used to nick the straws from the canteen at lunch, and then and my mum was always late picking us up. So you
learn early
trying to call mum, and obviously we didn't have any money, so you tried that, and then the reverse call thing came in, like 1-800 reverse, but it gave you a window to tell the person that was receiving the call your name, and if they wanted to accept the charges.
Yeah.
So in that time, he'd be like, "Hey, Mum, where are you? Come pick us up," and then hang up the phone, so they didn't have to receive the charges.
Yeah.
See, kids these days will never know about the fucking carry on that we had to go through back in the day.
Yeah.
Let alone the time before public phones and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
It was a different world back then. Yeah.
My kids don't need a phone because they're never left anywhere where they need a phone to be able to contact.
School.
Well, their fucking mum is a teacher at the school they go to. So no.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, okay.
So they don't need anything in that regard.
Yet.
None, like, I don't think there's many kids with phones at 7. One of my daughter's best friend has a phone and I don't fucking like it.
You don't like her or the phone?
It. Don't like it. The phone. Not her, it.
Oh, just clarifying.
I
think it's great.
Not that she thinks she needs a phone, but I don't like the influence.
Look, if they come up with kids' phones, like a Nokia 3310 but without text and no games, so it was just calls, I'd definitely do it.
Anyway, the point I was getting to then is my daughter was telling me that she got her friends at school to Google Send a Mate podcast. And they're all looking at it on YouTube.
Probably not a
And I'm
wise
like,
choice.
Jesus, this is not good.
Give us some stickers.
Nah, she just wanted to be like, hey, everyone, my dad's on YouTube. Not that that's a big deal at all, because anyone can be on YouTube, let's be honest. But
Yeah,
to her,
it's still a big deal as a kid.
Yeah, because she's 7. It's a big deal.
Yeah, you
got-
probably want
She
to
should
stop
start
that.
doing her own unboxings of Barbies.
Yeah, isn't there some fucking kid who just like is
Yeah,
off
millions,
tap-
man.
like
Squillions.
he just opens toys.
Like
It's a good life.
toy
as a kid.
companies send him toys to open up in his videos.
Wasn't he? Didn't he like earn $1 million or something in a year?
Like, yeah, no, like less, man. Like millions. He's like rich.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, his parents are rich because technically it's his parents' account. Well, at the time he was only like fucking 12.
All right, if this was your kid and you were the parent, would you take a commission of his
100%.
earnings? Be like,
That's
well, I'm
bored.
filming. We're doing the.
I mean, surely he can't get the money because he's not 18, so it would have to go to his guardians. Until
Yeah, but
such time as
into
he can.
an account that they're going to hold. But would you take a commission?
Fucking oath.
I would be. I'd be like, son, I'm the tax man.
It's my bank account.
33%.
Oh, these days a kid probably could sue him. Like you probably couldn't get away with it these days.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. Yeah.
And he'd got to afford a good lawyer. Like you're screwed.
Hang on. I was thinking about something today that was told to
Let's
me.
take all his money.
I won't go into the exact specifics, but a person that was an adult that's, say, 28 years old went to try and get a hysterectomy, okay, 'cause they didn't want kids. They just were like, no, don't want children, all the rest of it. Doctor refused because of their age and said, well, in a few years' time you might want to have kids and it's not reversible. And they come back with, okay, but a 4-year-old can transition. Has the right,
Yeah,
has the
good point.
choice to transition. I don't know why I just thought of this, but yeah,
Well, that's a fair point.
That's a very good
it
point.
is a valid point, to be honest. An adult couldn't make an adult decision, but a child's allowed to make an adult decision.
It's triggering something in my mind. What the fuck is that noise?
What noise?
There's a strange noise coming from my house. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's my 2 dogs having to go at each other.
Sounds like something's choking the chicken.
It's not in that sense either. It was either 2 dogs going at it, which my dogs will make a weird noise at each other when they sort of play fight, or it sounded like a child. It's the dogs.
Do I have any more Jim in the fridge?
I'm telling you left one here last week. That is that one.
I thought I left 2.
Would you like an 8%
Yeah.
fucking
Let's do it.
bearded lady?
Let's do it.
There's sugar in it, Josh.
I'll trade you my Mount Franklin for a bearded.
Sparkling water.
This is a fucking carry on, by the way, because the popularity of fucking sparkling water in cans is shitting me to tears. My missus is getting around it. Like there's this new one that Coles do called Bubbly or Buble or fucking whatever the hell it is. Various flavors. Tastes like shit. But just cans. I mean, it's good that my 10-cent fucking can collection is going through the roof.
Why
But
is
I'm
it so
just like-
bad?
I'm not just fucking drink water
But it's sparkling and slightly flavoured.
out the goddamn tap. We've got a fucking Pure tap. Just drink water. Why does it
about-
have to be sparkling?
What about if you're
I
on
don't get
drive
the,
through?
I don't get the sparkling water. It's never done me sort of any good. Like I can't fathom it.
You drink Coke, it's just like drinking water with
But it's different.
But
carbonated.
you drink Coke
Nah.
because you're having a pizza or you want a fucking sugar high. What's the point of drinking lightly sparkling, sugar-free, raspberry-flavored water?
To keep healthy. And it's just a substitute of Coke.
Drink fucking water.
Ooh, oh, you are drinking water.
Anyway, it's a carry-on because I also own a fucking... What are those things that fucking carbonate water?
Soda stream.
Soda streams.
Yeah, that's the one.
We also have one of those in possession.
Yeah, look,
See,
you've
now
got a
they're
soda
good.
stream. Yeah, rip that bad boy.
Then you
out.
just got normal water with some bubbles in it. I can sort of understand that.
Here you go. You
No, you
remember
do
those-
flavoured water. Like you flavour your water for your soda stream.
Yeah, chuck some lemon in it or fucking buy some flavouring or whatever.
Yeah. Here's one for you. Growing up, doing the sparkler fireworks, but doing one of those with a soda stream.
With the canister thing.
Yeah.
Are you avoiding the B word?
Yes.
Very good. It's probably a good thing. Good on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
See, I've done them with like a deodorant can.
Yeah.
That works all right.
Would you call it an incendiary device?
No, I'm not calling it a thing.
You call it a shits and gigs kind of device.
I'd call it 9-year-old fireworks.
There's something else kids these days will never fucking get around.
Oh, yeah.
Grinding down sparklers into Coke bottle caps to make
fairy dust.
to make
Yeah, don't say it,
you
man.
can't say the B word or the EX
Yeah, okay.
word.
You
but
can't.
Are they doing that?
Make sparkler bangs. We'll call them sparkler bangs. Sparkler bangers.
You can't. But fireworks, periods, out the window now. And that was one of the best times I had as a kid, was messing around with fireworks. Granted, doing it unsupervised for the first few times, probably not smart. But
You go bang.
I don't think I've ever played with fireworks, to be honest. That's
you
really
serious?
bad. Yeah.
No, none of the little fucking rockets that are like, pew, or
No.
little 204. They used to have these things that were like 204 and they just had a match head striker. So you could just strike it on a matchbox and then throw it, and they were waterproof. Well, not waterproof, but you could throw them in water and they'd still go off. And yeah, they were
Waterproof.
absolutely wicked.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Can't say I've ever played with fireworks. Mate of mine I went to uni with, he just about burnt down like this area of scrub behind the houses. Where I used to live,
That seems like a common
awfully
occurrence with
familiar.
fireworks. Actually.
him and a mate of his decided to go down like because there's fucking, it's like middle of suburbia, but there's a patch of fucking scrub on the sides of these hills. And him and a mate went down there and let off a firework, and of course it just went up and came straight back down, and then fucking lit all this dry grass on fire.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's not a good idea
Yeah, it's pretty shit.
in Australia, actually, in our summers. Maybe they should just ban it in summers, and then once the rains have hit and had a good soaking, open
It's
it
like
up.
during out of fire band season, go for your life, I reckon. What's the harm?
Yeah, but I did that as a kid. So on a 40-degree day, and I learnt the hard way, man. Like, yeah, like almost lost my parents' house, my neighbour's house, and that was over. Yeah, just being silly. No, I didn't quite understand that. Okay, it's like 40 degrees and everything's yellow and dry as fuck. You know,
True.
but I learned. I certainly learned. I didn't actually mess with any like fireworks or anything actually after that until I was an adult, well into my 20s. Then I messed around again, but safely.
I mean, I can't understand why I've had to prevent you fucking lighting fires in bushland.
No, fire's different, mate. A fucking campfire.
Fire's fire.
No, because there's no bang. You're not getting any hot embers fucking squirting out like fucking 100 metres away or, you completely.
Yeah, but you're the guy that'll throw a bullet into the barrel.
Into the barrel.
What?
I'm going to throw a bullet
Into the barrel of fire pit. You'd be like, just like, yep. You always get that one person that throws like fucking a deodorant can or something in the fire when no one's looking,
Yeah.
and you're sitting around the fire, and they just like throw it in and walk off
Yeah, but
and
see,
just observe.
with like a deodorant can or like a
Can of baked beans, that's a good one.
No,
close, you can sort of predict those and go, okay, well they're gonna go off and they're gonna make a little bit of noise and not a mess, but be sort of like predictable somewhat. But the Coke, have you ever done a Coke bottle up with the air in it and thrown it on and then it's gone up
Can't say.
and it's sort of like, because of the pressure, it just sort of spits stuff everywhere. I find that hard because sometimes they'll go off or they'll make a bang or they'll, spit embers up everywhere, but
they'll
not
fizzle,
all the time. And you sort of, so you don't know. You're like, oh, what's going to happen? With like a round to chuck it in the fire. You know exactly what's going to happen, and you can expect it, sort of thing. Oh no, that's
I've
my
never
thought
done
on
that.
it.
You just sound like a pyromaniac, to be honest.
Well, when I was young and I was working up in the York Peninsula, we used to fill. This is fucking actually really stupid, but we used to fill balloons up with oxyacetylene, and then just like when people were sitting around the campfire, just float them on over to the fire. And, whoa, that was silly. That was very, very silly. I'd highly recommend not doing that. But
It'd be funny as fuck.
It's good for a laugh.
Wow. Really?
Oh, it's pretty bad.
That's stupid, bro.
It was pretty bad. But I mean, there was no worse than tipping fucking petrol on a, trying to light a fire with just straight petrol.
There's heaps of videos getting around with people trying to pour petrol on fires, and people don't realise that the fumes go up.
Mm.
You don't even have
I
to.
learned that the hard way.
Oh,
Yeah. See, there's no difference between that and a balloon full of oxy, over petrol. Well, they're just both as dangerous.
Mm. But yeah.
See, I'll only ever use like either a mix or just straight diesel now. Diesel's hard to get going. A bit of a mix is good, but
I don't.
Or just learn how to start a fire.
Yeah, correct. Like, don't cheat. Fucking light it.
oh no, if you're like, having a proper fire, not like these girly little pissy fucking fires. You're having a proper fire. You gotta put something on it.
So if you've got like pallets and a massive stack of shit already,
A couple
then,
of trees or whatever.
yeah, I could.
Yeah,
Get on it.
bonfire's a different story, mate. Then you just want to get it up, get it going.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Well done. Well played. I'll pay that. But no,
But talking about, all right,
Come on, getting up.
Here's a good one. Talking
Get it
about
up.
this, like having your fires, starting your fires, and a bit of creature comfort while you're out bush or having your bonfire or whatever. What do you like to do now as an adult to make your life more comfortable when you're out camping?
well, that's actually a very good segue, Josh.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, that was-
Thank you.
I actually thought you were going with the segue, and then I thought you weren't there for a second, then you went back into it. Yeah.
We're just going to call it for what it was. That was a good segue, Josh, because we actually do want to talk about camping versus glamping tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've waffled on for an hour and 20. But yeah, we want to discuss these things. So what do we like to have these days? So you've got camping, roughing it, glamping it. Yeah, you got some more creature comforts, but I feel like now that we're getting older, we like a few more creature comforts. So I
Correct.
think some things I want to talk about is your setup for different situations, your favourite setup for camping. These are all things we'll get to, but I want to talk about you're going away, you got your missus, you're going away, you're doing the Great Ocean Road, you're just camping, right? Camper trailer, fucking caravan, rooftop tent, swag. What's the best way to do it? Would you do one? Would you not do the other? So different setups. What would you say is glamping versus camping these days for us?
Glamping would have to be something that's like your mobile home, kind of like bus style thing, I reckon. Would be glamping, sort of like all your creature comforts that you have at home with you. Like caravan, I guess, would probably have the similar aspect of that as well.
It's like a different level of it, though. It's like not quite glamping. Yeah, glamping being the pinnacle of luxury camping. Like caravan's not quite there. The bus would be
No, not quite.
ridiculous.
Yeah, like the stereotypical glamping is you pay to have someone else, like there's plenty of places you can go stay in and around, like, the Barossa or McLaren Vale or whatever. It's glamping. It's a glamping experience where someone's set up the tent, which is semi-permanent anyway. The bed's set up. You've got all the creature comforts. You've got a heater. You've got the food. Everything's done by everyone else. You're
It's
glamping.
room
All you got to
service.
do, it's basically like a hotel, but the walls are thinner. That's real glamping.
Is that even camping? So I feel like there's got to be a component of camping for it to be called glamping. To me, that's just a hotel.
Well,
No, well, camping is sleeping outdoors out of an actual fixed building.
But it's semi-permanent, so one could argue that it's not a. It is a fixed building.
I think everyone's definition is different. And this is kind of what I was going to get at, which is my definition is different because I've done the real rough of just camping out of a backpack, mat on the floor, hoochie over the top. Like, not quite fucking sleeping, really roughing it, like fucking being homeless. But
You technically are for a few days.
when you're backpack hunting and you really are just roughing it, living out of a backpack, something like having a caravan, that seems like glamping. Whereas once upon a time,
Perspective.
Perspective. When you're young and you go away with the family and dad sets up the big 8-man tent and that's camping. Sure. And then you sort of progress and you start doing it for yourself, and then you get to backpack hunting, like, well, that's really fucking roughing it. Setting up the tent, with the kids, whatever, I think that's still camping. But for me, anytime you've just got some permanent structure or structure on wheels where you can just fucking roll in, pop it open, and you set up, I reckon that's glamping.
Can you imagine these days, like, tents have come a long way. Like, we as a family had like an 8-man tent as well, like a 3-room. And that thing took like an hour and a half, 2 hours to set up.
You fucking know. Yeah. Like the old campus thing, like, fuck me.
All the color coding on each pole, and you had to find the right pole, and some of the stickers are gone, and you're like, fuck, which one's this for? And can you imagine doing that these days?
It's not a cross section of poles either. It's like, okay, there's a diagonal, there's a horizontal pole, there's
stuff.
Each section requires 3 different poles.
Yeah.
Technology's come a long way in that regard, like just in terms of the footprint that the packed up tent takes up, because there was multiple bags of tent poles and fucking canvas and shit going on when I was young that dad set up, and that tent was fucking 30 years old already. But that thing took forever. We had like different coloured electrical tape to mark all the poles because you're right, they just fucking get mixed up, whatever.
Did you notice though that those old like 8-person tents and things like that, they just didn't hold up in like any sort of adverse weather at all? Like,
I'd say the opposite, man. I'd say those things felt like a lot more fucking solid than like your lightweight shit these days.
I got rained in so many times in those damn tents, like wet and just like, and you'd get this flapping at night from the sheet, the fly sheet, and I'd just be like, oh, this is a fucking nightmare. Like canvas, if you can, canvas is the way to go.
Yeah, that's what I had growing
Over a
up.
tent.
Fucking big old canvas
Oh, it was
tent.
canvas.
Yeah, bloody oath, man.
I thought you were talking about one of those dome tents.
Nah, fuck that.
No.
Like,
But those massive canvas tents that are like probably almost as big as what Caleb's living in now, the house. Like, they were huge.
Like an old 11 by 11.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
No, you remember the old 11 by 11s?
is this an army reference?
Yeah,
too?
it is.
Yeah, is it an army reference?
Yeah, it is.
Should I know this?
The old 11 by 11s, yeah. All right, I'll get you. All right, those are better, but no, I thought you were meaning the old dome tents. Those things were fucking terrible, man.
Stuff that.
I hated those things. You were talking about the tents that you got the 3-way knuckle, and then you're putting a pole in it.
Yeah, maybe.
No, just imagine like aluminium poles. You got to slot them all together, and then like
but that was connector pieces.
Connector pieces. Push
there
it
was
through
corners
the loops.
and connectors, and
so a knuckle.
And some of them are like sprung loaded together, but then the springs break and all that sort of shit. And you got like rubber loops. You got to like stretch over stuff and. Fuck me. Those things took forever. I don't know how any parent had the patience to take anyone away camping.
Probably why you only went camping, a couple times a year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But they felt like a little bit sturdier than they're fucking a lot heavier, but they were sturdier.
See, that's the other thing. And this is why I think like camping and I guess the technology behind camping's come a long ways because guys are doing it more often and for longer periods. I mean, as a kid, you go away like once a year for like a week or 10 days. You could sort of push through the arduous and tedious activities of setting up one of those mind-boggling tents. and roughing it for the 10 days, because then you're going to have 11 and a half months of, back home. But now, I mean, when you break it down, how many times have you been camping this year? Well, for us, it's hunting.
Well, every time we hunt,
camping,
we camp, basically.
Yeah. So this year alone is like a dozen, if not more.
Yeah, versus when you're a kid, you might go Christmas holidays, Easter holidays, that's it, maybe.
Maybe. You go one or the other pretty much as a kid.
Yeah.
And
then there's those fancy kids whose parents own caravans and they just went away every fucking long weekend.
But hang on, this is where I disagree with you, right? You said before that anything on wheels is glamping.
To me.
I completely disagree, because watching some of these guys that are full-time travelling on the road with caravans, they've still got to set up stuff. They just want to be able to pull into somewhere late night and then just walk into a door and go to sleep and not have the hassle.
Glamp.
It's not like there's still no adversity of setting up or organising things with a caravan. There's less, but it's still there.
What, fucking chocking the wheels and connecting the fucking sink and
leveling the cunt up. You might have a pop top.
That's glamping, bro.
Glamping. This is where I like because I roll with just a swag and a basic setup. But that's where I kind of like rolling with that basic setup, because I'm set up in 20 minutes, 15. And then I sit there, have a beer, and watch everyone else set up.
Yeah, but you also, when the rains are here, fucking hell, you'll end up crawling into someone else's structure that they've spent all the hard work up and shelter to go and relax. So if you remove those, but if you remove that aspect of having other people with the gear, would you stay basic or would you sort of advance a little bit more?
It's satisfying lying in the swag and it's pissing down. Like that sound of fucking, it's kind of like a tin roof.
All day long.
That's fine. Like fucking, even if you're not in a swag and you're under a shelter.
How are you going to cook?
It's the same shit.
If that's the case.
Like you just don't eat. you don't need to eat. You've just been lying down all day.
Okay, you got 10 days straight of this.
When has it rained 10 days straight in Australia?
Oh, mate, it could. Never say never. We could. And I feel like that's what a lot of people pack for when they're camping is the what if. Okay, the weather's forecast for good, patchy rains, but what if it does fucking come in for a few days or 2 days straight and you got to hunker down. All right, we're going to need some bit more advanced shelter, Yeah,
like I probably should update, but I guess the thing I'll probably update for is a gazebo.
Oh, you go gazebo?
Yeah, probably.
Fucking splashing out, mate. Jesus.
But that's like, simple's good.
Yeah, simple is good. I prefer simple. Like, I think as you've got setups for different situations. So we've got our backpack hunting setup where we've all got a sleeping bag, we've all got a sleeping mat. The shelter is usually just a hoochie over the top of us, or your fucking fancy ass bloody things. What are they fucking called? Your Altons.
What are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Altons are good.
You've got it.
I think you're talking about his fucking tent.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about his tent. Yeah, you two have got your Altons with your fucking Booker configurations, like your origami fucking whatever. Just put a fucking hoochie over yourself and stop the rain coming on. It's all good. That's our most basic setup, I would say. Then you've got your swag. We've all got double swags. I've got a single swag if I don't feel the need for a double or space saving. That's a good setup. I generally, if I go somewhere camping, my go-to is my fucking awning out from the ute, set up a swag underneath, cook out of the back of the ute I'll take a gas bottle generally if I don't have a fire. But even when there is a fire, I prefer just to cook on a fucking stove. It's just quicker, more convenient. Water, Jerry.
Oh, he's knocking the swing off. No more swing.
No
more swing off. Fucking.
No.
Fallow steaks.
That's
for
fucking
you.
deer camp times. I don't own one, so I'm not going to take one camping at the beach like I did the other weekend, am I?
But if you did have one, would you take it to the beach?
No, because it's just fucking too much of a carry on. If you're there, sure, because you'll be the man with the swing on, swing off.
You'll set it up.
Exactly. But for convenience, a gas bottle and the cooker. I got a new cooker the missus bought me for my birthday. I specified I want one that fits my 2 fry pans side by side. I don't want 3 burners. I want 2. The thing's fucking awesome.
I haven't seen this.
No, you haven't seen it. It's fucking good. It's even got a light.
Will we see it this
A
weekend?
motion detection light. Should I bring it?
Yes.
Nah,
Because
well,
we've got a fire.
I got the bloody Haynes Engineering.
Oh, yeah.
Josh has got his little cooking box.
Yeah, no. Bring it because he'll fuck it up and won't be able to set it up properly.
No, then I'm going to bring pans. Fuck that. Anyway.
That's the only thing that I like about the little box that those little butane burners fit into is the fact that you don't need pans.
You just cook on a surface.
You just pull the thing out and that's it. So no pots and pans, you're good to go. And then if you want to boil water, you just rip the cooker out and boil your water. Sorry, just as a side note.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And then we do get fancier than that because you own a RV3 tent.
Mm.
If you
Not
want
as fancy as we've got, though.
if you want to roll out the full creature comforts, you got a camping fucking table, you got your camping chair.
Look, even if I had an awning, so the whole thing about the RV3 was so I could have an awning or somewhere to sort of veranda or whatever you want to call it to sit underneath if it gets a bit rainy or a bit of shade. And I will buy a car awning one day. But even if I had a car awning and I was taking like the misses away, I would most definitely pack the RV3 because you can stand up in it to get changed. You're not having to bend down.
Well, and you can hook up your RV3 to your car awning as well.
Yeah. Well, it
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
the
you
key is just don't camp close enough to people where you can just fucking get changed out in the open.
No, it's not. It's not me. I don't really care. But like when you're with your lady, she might want a bit of privacy, man. No matter what.
All right. So when I take my missus away, then I'll take the double swag. She'll either get changed in that or just in the open behind like a car door.
Yeah, because you can get changed in a king swag quite fine.
Yeah. Double swag, there's plenty
Not
of room.
standing
stand
up.
up.
No, but lay down.
But laying down. See, this is where
Like,
I'm
you stand the swag up and you're good.
See, this is sort of where stand the swag up.
Jesus, I've delayed.
Never try that. Might have to give that a go this weekend. See, this is where, as I'm getting older, I'm just like, yeah, okay, I can get into this as well. If I have the ability to take it, because Caleb, you're right. The situation depicts on what you're going to take and how you're going to set up, and your comfort, the level of comfort. So I'm like, well, if I can, okay, I'll do it because I'd also like to stand up and not have to fucking do the old bum wiggle to put pants on or whatever. And then there's also the fact of we've got a blow-up mattress, which is super duper comfortable. And look, I'm not opposed of roughing it and going on the floor. That's fine. But if I don't need to, why would I? And really, the RV3 takes about just as long as swag to set up. I mean, you pretty much get it out, take it out of its bag, you fold out two arms, you get in it and you stand it up. Like you just pull this arm over and then lock the arms out, and that's pretty much it erect. Then you go peg it down if you need to. Knew that was coming. So it's just as quick. Yes, it's 1,000 times more expensive than a fucking swag, but it is nice. Nice to have these abilities to stand up, bit more space if it's raining, put your gear away. It's dry.
It's long.
It's pretty good.
It's good when you got it, but it's fucking long.
But it's like the king swags take up quite a lot of space thickness wise as well. So those ones are like half that. Those RV3s or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're quite skinny.
Yeah, they are. They're super skinny, to be honest. Well, you don't have your mattress in there, so that's obviously taking down a fair bit of volume.
True.
The other thing is you've got that awning, once again, that you can set up. And if you wanted to go off and forward drive, you're not having to set up and pack up your car awning. You've just got your tent there and you can burn around and come back, do whatever. And this is something that
It takes 2 seconds to pack up an awning, though.
Well, not the way you configure it, because you generally put your tarp over, attached to your awning almost off one side and create a wall.
Yeah, it has a side if I put the side up.
So you're basically having to take down all of your shelter if you wanted to move the car but not move the camp.
Fair enough. Fair call, yeah. There's trade-off. There's pros and cons of everything.
Yeah.
That's like the trade-off of rooftop tent
Yeah.
I can't get
because
around
you
it.
can't sort of just take the car somewhere quickly. You have to sort of pack it up and then go.
I can't get around it.
See, once again, if you go like the clamshell, it's 2 seconds to pack up. But yeah, you're still having to pack up.
Yeah.
And
where if it's an actual
365
tent-
days a year of fucking shit fuel economy.
No, you.
That's what I
if
can't
it was
understand.
me, I would like just strap it up into the garage, and then when you want it, you just put it back on.
Yeah. Probably take no more time than putting your swag on the roof and strapping it down.
I think
Yeah.
on your roof, I can't ever see myself doing that. Firstly, because you're carrying this heavy fucking thing around all the time and fucking your fuel economy. I do like the ones where people have them, like there's a bit of a stand you can set up on your tray, so it's still like below
Yeah,
your
I've
roof
seen
line.
that.
But then you're sacrificing being able to put anything in your fucking tray.
Mm.
So you're committing to that. You're sacrificing either way. You're either sacrificing fuel economy or you're sacrificing being able to use your tray. But if that
But
if you
again, you'd sort of make that detachable because you don't use it really that hot like that much through the year compared to just using your car.
can't leave them on all the time though.
They do, but I feel like that once again, you can take them off 4 bolts and they're off and you're good. You know, like it's not a big deal.
I think the trailer is a better option for your rooftop tent. A rooftop tent on a trailer. I've seen a few setups. It's cheaper
Yeah.
than a camper trailer. So camper trailer you're paying some coin for. But if you have a trailer already, and you can put a rooftop tent on that, then that just sits in your fucking garage. You can deck it out
Yeah,
with
you
all
can
your
chuck a
gear.
frame on it.
You can leave all your camping gear stored in the trailer. And then when you do want to go camping, fucking hook it up, away you go.
That's a good idea. Actually,
How are you going to tow your boat?
the boat goes upside down over the rooftop tent.
Put a tow ball on the back of the camper. Just have a convoy.
2 trailers, yeah, bloody hell. See, I've seen a couple of guys do what you do. I think there's
What I do.
Wild, or what you were just explaining.
Okay.
There was a fella, I think Wild Reaches, he has a clamshell on his toy hauler. So his toy hauler, trailer, camping trailer, it's got quad bike or boat. I think it might be Wild Reaches, I can't remember. But he's either got his quad bike, his boat, or his quad bike and motorbike in the back, and then a tent on top. I can't quite remember. Someone had it on YouTube. That is a good way to go, but then you're having to tow a trailer through full driving.
Yeah, but that's not that hard. It's a fairly light trailer. It's not like
All right, can you imagine doing Vic High Country at the start of the year
Yeah,
with
but
a
the right
trailer?
trailers can be towed pretty well.
Yeah,
in full
exactly.
driving.
Vic High Country start of the year with a trailer. Would you do it?
A lot of the tracks that we went Vic High Country would be fine, apart from that one.
Yeah.
No. You're not hearing what I'm saying. The 3 or 4 bad parts or sketchy parts. Would you do it?
Yes.
You would.
I feel like a trailer is not like, especially a lightish sort of a trailer. It's not really that much of a fucking. It's not holding you back that much.
You're not towing a car trailer, bro.
Yeah, it's not a caravan. It's not a fucking camper trailer. Like it's just a trailer with some gear in it and a fucking rooftop tent.
Okay, if you need to turn around and you've got bush either side for
Detached.
miles and miles, or a fucking
Take it off.
you've just gone through. Yeah, okay, take it off. So there's another thing to do, or
Just
no
reverse.
U-turn
Well, there's your other advantage. Leave your camp set up, and go do some forward driving.
and then come back to it.
Come back to
it.
Yeah.
But you still got to
Yeah.
get in there, which is not always the easiest. I mean, there was some horse floats in some outstanding areas when we were through the Big High Country this year. A couple of those horse floats, I was like, how the fuck are you getting out?
Yeah, but that main track in there was fucking.
Yeah, the
Fine.
main tracks are fine.
Just
the
we
main
didn't know
track,
about the main
but
track.
past that main track, like, man, every man and his dog was chewing it up with their cars and bikes and horses.
Yeah, they also had F trucks, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they had
They had some
F-150s,
decent.
F-150s. So they've got some horsepower to tow their horses.
At least one of 79.
Fucking 79s.
Well, look, I get you, but to me, it's like towing something's a headache. Again, and then you're saying that it's light, couchy, but a light trailer can be a hindrance at times. Very,
Yeah,
very
there's
much
always
so.
a downfall to anything, man.
Especially
like
with
79.
water crossings, like with a light trailer. You know,
Yeah, it floats.
it floats, and if it's
It's
a
fucking win-win.
fast moving or
You-
reasonably fast moving crossing, you know, you might be up shit creek or down shit creek, I should say.
Look, it's down to your setup. Let's be honest. Oh, down to your situation, down to what you go to is you might adapt it, but if you're typically doing X, then you'll customize your setup to suit that. Whatever you're doing most commonly. There's one thing I do like, say for example, with full drive 24/7, which I do like watching on YouTube. A lot of people fucking whinge about the fact that a lot of the time they're just fucking smashing up these crazy hills and like up rocks, fucking getting bogged, doing gnarly shit. They're never towing anything.
Mm.
And they're on fucking 35s and they're quarter chopped the fucking back of the thing and like, yeah, it's set up to do that. But then generally there's someone with a bit more of a touring rig in there. Someone's got the D-Max with the fucking rooftop tent and whatever else in there. So it's showing a broad cross-section of, well, not a broad cross-section, but at least a few different setups. Someone's on 31s with a touring setup. Someone else is on 35s with a crazy full driving setup. They're getting up the same hill. Someone might need a bit more winching. But then they've got another, like it's called Off-Grid, I think, like another series that they do on the same channel, which is purely just them cruising around with caravans on the back. They're not doing the gnarly fucking rock climbing shit, but they're still doing a bit of full driving. They're getting through some arduous terrain, but they're towing.
Might have to watch that actually.
Yeah,
Get a
it's
few tips.
yeah. The off-grid one's good. The one I watched the other day, they've done the Nullarbor and whatever else, and they came back into South Australia and they did their Eyre Peninsula. So like some good shit through there. It's not like your fucking panel bashing bloody shit that Sean O and bloody Jock and
Give
Jesse.
River Road sort of shit. It's
Yeah.
just all- yeah.
There's none
It's
of
more
that.
touring than anything.
Yeah, it's touring.
Yeah.
There's still a bit of, arduous fucking full driving, but it's generally they're doing it more of a pace that the average person would do if they go on holiday.
Mm.
Mm.
So at least they're showing both worlds. But again, that's different setups for different situations.
So, okay, the way we do things now, is there something that you'd change or you'd want to upgrade that's heading towards maybe the more glamping style of things?
Well, I put an extra piece of foam in both my swags.
Fucking.
We need to actually
you
get
better sit
we need to
down.
get a trailer. That's what we need.
It makes a fucking difference, bro.
I remember you saying
the
that
extra
actually
foam.
last time.
Yeah, like my double swag, the Kings, is a 70 mil mattress, and I got an extra 50 mil piece of foam from just a foam place here in Adelaide. Cut that to size and put it in there. So now I got 120 mils. It's fucking comfy. So
Nice.
all I got left over, I chucked it in the single swag as well. So now that's hella comfy. And the bag
And it packs up in there fine.
fits in the bag fine. Like I pack up my. The good thing about the King swags is even though they're reasonably cheap piece of shit, mine's lasted me fucking 5-6 years so far. No dramas.
Yeah, mine's more. Yeah.
And the thing is, just fucking weather the thing when you first get it, and then make sure if it gets wet inside, you dry it out when you get home. It's simple, right? You can't go wrong.
Yeah,
But-
mine's been 6 years and I've fucked up that a few times.
Well, there you go.
You still don't have mold in it.
No, I think I had mold on it at one point in time.
Just push
I've
it.
got rid of it. But like on the sticker, the King sticker either side, it's still like you can see where the mold was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't have it anymore. But yeah, there's been a few times where you've come back from hunting or whatever and it's pissed down and you've forgotten to set it back up to dry it out.
Yep.
And then a month later you're like, oh fuck. And you go check on it and it's you catch it sort of early enough that it doesn't fuck your swag, but it's sort of set in.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the bag size is super generous. So when I did
Yeah.
Great Ocean Road with my missus, we were getting fucked off with setting up and packing up every single night, the sleeping bags and everything. So we just like the big joined together double King swing
Yeah, leave 'em in
swing
there.
bags. Fucking the Kings sleeping bags that zip together, which are like 2 sleeping bags in one. Super warm, but pretty fucking thick and bulky. We would just leave them in the swag and roll it up like every day for a setup, and it'd still fit in the bag.
Yeah.
No, that works pretty good.
Those king sleeping bags, man, they're fucking mint.
They're warm as fuck, like too warm.
Yeah.
And because you can zip them together and both sleep in there, you got sharing your body warmth. It's prime.
You can take out the winter, like all the inner lining.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Like if I've gone away with my girls, I'll give them the 2 inners and then I'll just have the outers to sleep in.
Yeah.
Or vice versa or whatever. But yeah, I roast in that with both layers in there.
See, I'm surprised you do them up. We don't do them up when we go away.
I don't do them up now
just
because
use it
I
as
fucked
a
one of
quilt.
the zips, but
Ah.
early days, the
Yeah,
missus is like,
kings.
oh, let's cocoon together. It's
Cocoon.
So nice. We
Oh.
can spoon and cuddle.
All right, so you put some shitty fucking foam in your swag.
Yeah, because I'm getting old and I
what's
fucking
next?
like some comforts.
Like, are you thinking you're ever going to want to stand up to put your clothes on?
I mean, I do. I get out the swag and fucking get dressed. It is nice standing up to get dressed. I'll give you that.
Mm.
And if you're a shy guy and you don't want people to see your dirtle, then yeah.
Is there anything that you do to like enhance your experience? Glamorize.
Well, for us, like the one thing that my family does going Easter camping is a portable shower. That's a hot water service shower thing. You can pump out of a river and that. They're pretty good.
Shit, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, now we're heading into glamping territory. You've got a shower. You're not camping.
Oh man,
You're glamping.
I 100% want a Jorka shower.
A shower is good. Like, let's be honest. There's nothing worse than 4 days of your own crust and dick cheese and you just like, fuck this. I want a shower.
Yeah. It's $400 for a unit, man. Oh, that's it. And then it just runs on LPG and water and you're good.
I mean, I've always owned one of those like solar bag ones, like with the black bags where you just put them in the sun all day.
Yeah.
It's good in summer, not in winter.
Mm. Yeah.
I've always owned one and I've used it. I used it a fair bit in the Flinders, actually a couple of trips, and I'd just hang it up in a tree in a riverbank and go have a shower. A little bit awkward if someone's hiking through the fucking creek, which happened to me.
Is that a fucking snowman in the desert? Oh no, it's just an Irishman.
Yeah, the Flinders is probably not the place to fucking get in the nud to shower in a creek bed. There's too many people.
There's people everywhere there. And there'd be places where you think there'd be no one around.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What system are you using for your family trips? Do you remember?
No idea.
No idea. But
I
it's
can
gas.
find out
It's
for you.
propane, isn't it?
Yes, so it's hooked up to a gas, then runs off car battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. And it kicks in when the water flows. It doesn't actually stay on.
Would you, is that something that you'd go down the line for, like, deer hunting or camping yourself?
Yeah. Well, this property actually has a point for the gas and a point for the power at
Really?
this place we're going to. Yeah. If we had a Jenny and a gas bottle, you could have hot water showers there.
Oh, you mean this weekend? Yeah, I thought you meant
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
away with your family.
But
Do we want to bring the gas
Colin, up
bottle this
here.
weekend?
The gas bottle
Yeah.
for hot water.
Yeah.
That's actually a fucking good idea.
You love it. You fucking froth a hot shower.
I do, man. I do.
I don't know why you like being so clean around us.
No, look, I can deal with it backpack camping. Like, my brain just switches off. Like, if we're, backcountry hunting or whatever, that part of my brain, for some reason will switch off. But
Personal hygiene button.
when you've got a stone fucking building in front of you, I'm like, you should have fucking hot and cold water.
you're always a little bit weird, Josh. But
I'll bring the fucking gas bottle. I'll bring my new cooker.
I'll bring the
Can
Jenny.
I
I'm
have
not
a
sure
look?
if you need the power to actually use the gas bottle properly, but yeah, we'll see.
Do you want the Jenny?
Oh,
I need lights.
we need to get a quiet Jenny.
Yeah, no.
See, I was talking about like enhancing your glamping and things. I've got a battery in the back of my car, but I was thinking about getting a power box And this almost solidifies the fact that I should get a power box, because in those huts, okay, if you don't have a Jenny or whatever, but you've got your LED light strips. But like last time, we were running it out to the car, so we were basically running it through 2 doors to get out of the car. But if you had a battery box, you could just put it in the living room, put the lights up, and you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Maybe I should do that this week. But then actually,
Oh, hello.
iTech World, the Honey Badger, who does he rep for? iTech World. Yeah, iTech
Tradie
World's
underwear?
got I think up to 80% sale at the moment for
Do
those
it.
sorts of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but cool.
Get me one, because I need one for the ute as well.
Do you want hardwired? These are battery boxes like thumpers.
Mm.
Do you want
I
a
need
hardwire?
I need something for the ute.
If I was in your position, I'd just hardwire your ute.
Maybe.
Get work to pay for it.
Well,
It's worth a crack.
let's work out how to be comfortable but have a good time.
Well, this is another one. Fuck yous, I'm going to add this in.
Just do it.
And that is, if we're at deer camp, not backpack or backcountry or whatever, but if we're at deer camp or any sort of like half swanky camping, I now like my toilet seat.
Just the toilet seat.
My toilet seat little frame thing, so you don't have to go scouting around for a nice area. You can just literally just walk out, pick a spot.
There's a shitter where we are this weekend.
Like obviously not using the amenities if there is none, like there's no toilet itself.
Josh has a knitted toilet seat cover that he takes with him.
That's actually a good idea. Then I wouldn't get a fucking cold ass when I put my cheeks down.
You're going to fucking shit on it, bro. What does that sound? Fucking
No, my toilet.
Clip that up.
I honestly, for $36, man, this toilet, I can't stress how good it is. And we bought it from BCF, and it's just like this weird little scissor frame, and then you put your toilet seat on it, just clips on, and you're good. Oh yeah, digging it.
That's that thing collapsing mid shit.
No, I've tested it. I mean, if you're like a fucking buffalo wearing a dress, I'd probably reinforce it, but
I'll just stick to squatting. Squatting over a hole.
You would not spend $36 on this thing just to make your life a little bit easier.
Like, for the amount of times I'm out in the bush and have to squat,
Yeah, that's the truth.
I don't know. No, I'm happy to just squat. I'm happy to just go through the fucking. And my body does this thing where it's like, yeah, okay, we're not doing 2 shits a day. This is not the
As soon as
environment.
I go out
environment.
bush, body shuts down for that.
Yeah, it's like one shit every 3 days. I'm like, what happened? Like, normally I shit twice a day.
Fucking once a week, like. But yeah, on a normal case, it's once a day to the clock, like. But yes, it's just weird. Like it was like that in the army as well. You go out bush and be like, go once for the 2-week trip.
Yeah, but I feel like that one time, like, because I get it as well, like your body shutting down. But that one time, I'm just like, nah, yeah, I'm set. I'll just take my little frame, walk out. I don't have to look for anything. It could be pitch black, so I'm not looking for the perfect spot. Just pick a nice secluded area, dig a hole, put the frame in, good to go.
Yeah.
Any cleaning necessary?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck that. That's a carry on then.
Is there cleaning involved?
If you have to fucking clean any sort of stand or bucket.
Oh, I thought
or
you meant clean your ass. Like,
Oh,
what the
of
ass?
course you have to clean
Fucking
your
hell.
ass, man. Jesus.
Oh, no. You
So,
don't
like-
have to clean the toilet. You know,
Then again, depending on if you're explosive or not, then you may have to clean the legs.
no, see, I thought about that, and I thought, fuck, because there was a time where I think I figured out I might be a little bit lactose intolerant, and I was having some explosive fucking, diarrhea. And it was about the time when I bought the thing, and I was like, shit, I'm going to have to clean these legs off. Nah, I'll try it, see how I go. Because it's sort of like an open frame, so you could also get it onto your legs, and I was sort of a bit cautious. I'm like, is this going to work? Nah, no dramas whatsoever. Have not had to clean the thing once.
Nice.
So, yeah, I highly recommend
Yeah.
it for some reason.
Fucking good for you.
Right?
Cool. Well,
I feel like none of us have like come out with any whoppers of moving into the glamping side of things. You were sitting there all week talking about, you know, how you like creature comforts, and your creature comfort is an extra 50 mil fucking mat.
yep.
Like,
it
that's a creature comfort, man. Like,
just fucking shows you how hard I am, mate.
just because yours is a fucking ring, just because yours is a ring cushion, man.
You've come a long way from the wimp mat, Josh, to your fucking
Yeah.
RV3 and your fucking. You'd be 500 mil fucking thick fucking air mattress you got.
I got to admit, that air mattress you bought me for my birthday, or like over the wimp mat, it's not too bad.
You'd hope it would be better than the wimp mat,
It's
mate.
not too bad at all. Certainly
Your
warmer.
back probably would be way better if you had that earlier.
Yeah, could be. It could be. I got to admit, I actually love that thing. Camping this year, we were out in the high country under the out and had it laid out. You know when we got bogged in because it was raining?
Yeah.
I was laying there. I'm like, this is actually fucking nice.
Well, exactly. As terrible as the situation was, we were fucking bogged and.
No. Before that, when we were on the mountain,
Oh, before we got
Plateau.
bogged.
we were still on the plateau hunting. We hadn't moved yet.
No, that was nice.
It was raining during the day.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a hunger in. Yeah.
Yeah, hunker.
Oh,
in.
yeah, that was nice.
It was nice. It's comfortable.
We
We've
should
all-
have stayed there, Josh.
Yeah, we should have. Oh, yeah,
We left deer to chase deer
yeah.
and got
Yeah.
bogged. Didn't shoot any deer.
Yeah, we learned a valuable lesson that trip.
Yeah, don't fall drive at night in the
Yeah,
wind.
don't leave deer.
To find deer.
And
You know, we all could have got
that's about it.
venison here to that.
Well, we could have. We
If
could
you
have.
shot one, Josh. But yeah,
Anyway, let's fucking kill something this weekend, all right? Just,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm in it.
I want
100%
meat.
in it,
I want
mate.
fucking meat. Look, I will.
Oh,
add,
you'll be getting meat.
I
this
will
weekend,
add
Kev.
one disclaimer to our weekend of hunting. They fucking culled the place not that long ago, so we don't know what we're up for.
Yeah,
Probably
it's-
shit.
yeah. It may be hard going to be honest. I would expect for some real quick fucking opportunity. Like you're gonna see him, and I'd go into the hunt with this mindset, and it's not always done. But I'd say once we're out of that tree line, that's it. You're just fucking ready. And this is why I kind of said we should be there earlier.
And just set
So
up.
with daybreak,
Set
because
up.
if it has been culled, they'll be nocturnal.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Yeah, but it's going to be fucking some snap shooting, man. They're going to, judging from last time they gave you fuck all.
Fuck all.
I reckon they're
Yeah.
going to be so sketchy, it's not funny.
That's why I
But
think we should
regardless,
just,
it's going to be a fucking good weekend.
yeah, it will be, of course. I think we should just be set up ready for them to come out rather than us walking along disturbing them. We should just be lying in wait, I think, this time.
Probably a good opportunity, good way to do it, to be honest, man.
And let's be honest, it's not that bad just sitting there versus fucking walking.
Well, that's the thing, because it's only a day. We've got the opportunity to just sit and wait in the morning, and then if nothing's presenting itself, we can go wander the flats.
Correct. Options and variety. Such a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, how'd you go with that 8% fucking bourbon, mate?
It's actually nice, man. I'm pretty keen to get on it this weekend because I'm not supposed to be drinking right now.
What?
Because of my surgery, so I've got antibiotics. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
don't drink whilst you have your antibiotics.
Emphasizing the sparkling water.
Oh, look, 2 beers isn't drinking. Well, I'd class like a 6-pack to drinking.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
You classify it however you
I
want.
ain't fucking wet nursing you this weekend when you've got an infected bumhole. Just let me tell you that much.
Yeah, thanks, mate, for putting it out there. Fucking hell. No, we definitely need to try the 12%ers, and I think we should make it a good weekend.
Let's do it. Let's have a good weekend. Let's have some
For
fun.
sure.
Let's kill some fucking deer and get some meat back in the fridge.
And let's hope all you good motherfuckers out there are doing the same thing this weekend. And if you're not, we'll fucking make plans to do it because it's Tuesday. So get out there, come Friday, after work, fucking get after it.
Do it.
Fire up your pelicans.
Fucking Fucking don't rip our mates off, mate. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a great week, everyone. And yeah, like Josh said, get out there on the weekend and fucking get it done.
Ooh, a bit quick there to end. You're like, fucking, let's wrap it up. Let's go.
I mean, we're 2 hours in, bro. I think it's the time.
I agree. It's 2-1 vote here.
Read the room. You're outvoted, cunt. Fuck off.
All right, you motherfuckers. Catch ya.
Cheers, guys. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
G'day, dude and dudettes. Josh here. Do you find it hard to keep your long, hard barrels free from gun STDs? Maybe you need a clean out of your bore. If this is you, jump on over to highcaliber.com.au and use the promo code SENDITMATE to receive a 10% discount on all your gun cleaning needs. And remember, it's sexy to support Australian-made products. Everyone here at Send It Mate uses High Caliber, and we can promise you that it'll keep your firearms free from those pesky gun STDs.